Welcome to RC Industry. Hey, it's Rick here. Well, the last video we did, we started tearing out this floor, and then I think something happened with the camera. I don't know if it was full or whatever. All of a sudden I realized it wasn't filming, so I don't know how much of it I got talked about. But we actually got the old flooring out, and I've got the subfloor back in. This is inch plywood so that it matches the original rough cut subfloor that's in here, and then this part here is 3/4 inch plywood, and then we're going to put that all the way across here. Now, I got in the one we talked about in the one video that I had cleaned the tub out and I was going to reuse the tub, because I'm not concerned at all about this rusty part here, because what had happened here was someone had done some repair work to the faucet that was on here, and they used black iron pipe instead of galvanized, and so that's just the rust from that. But what we've got going on here, if you look at this real close here, this is where I've cleaned it and with some scouring powder, and just like overnight, it's starting to get this little rust pattern through it. And what it is you can't really see it with the camera, but the porcelain is so thin over this cast that you're just not going to be able to keep it clean. Now, I could have a company come in here and recoat this tub, but by the time I do that and spend the time leveling it, because I've got to jack it up and get it up level, and I figure it's just going to be about as easy to just remove this and put a new steel tub in here instead of one of these cast iron ones. Now, these things weigh probably close to they're probably 300 pounds or maybe 4. I don't know. They're very heavy. And back in my younger days, I used to wrestle those things around. I'm not going to do that anymore. When I take these out, I take a sledgehammer and just smack them and beat them and break them up. And I'm going to show you that here in a minute, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to break this up into pieces. And then scrap metal is actually up to $65 a ton right now, which is pretty good compared to what it has been. So I'm just going to sell it for scrap. But generally, if you can get, I like to take one of these corners like here and smack that and try to get that cracked, and then come up here on this top side and hit down, and then it'll usually put a fracture through it. And then once you get it broke, then it's pretty easy to break it up. But it takes quite a bit to get it broke the first time, so we'll show that here in a minute. But I'm all about saving things, and if you watch my channel, you know that I'm not necessarily, I don't build new houses. I just repair homes, and but unfortunately, I think this tub's probably, a little past repair. So, in my opinion, it's just going to be cheaper and less time to just tear it out. And then we'll run our new subfloor all the way back, so it's all nice and square, and we'll go ahead and cut out all this old drywall, and we're going to put some concrete board in here and get it ready for tile. So, because we're going to leave the window covered up. We've talked about that already. So, and a couple other things we got to do in here once we get this tub out and get the floor finished. We got to come over here and box this in. This is our piping that we ran for our new bathroom upstairs. So I'm going to box that all in and make it look like it's supposed, like it's supposed to be that way or whatever. And then over here, right now the only light we have in here is this light that's up here, and it's a fan combo light. I've got the fan unplugged right now, and I'm gonna put a light over the medicine cabinet. So that means we're gonna have to put a switch in. So we'll probably double up this box here, put a switch in, along with this GFCI receptacle. And if you remember right, this was the house that had the GFCI receptacle in the shower. We've talked about that before. You could look back on one of the prior videos about that. But anyway, so that's kind of what the plan is for this room. I know once we get this room done, then it's just going to be, you know, smooth sailing from that point on. I mean, obviously the house needs a lot of work, but you know, it's just repairing the drywall, get the new kitchen cabinets ordered, get them installed, and get the new flooring in, and stuff like that. So anyway, all right, I'm going to get set up here, and then I'll show you how I break up these old cast tubs. Okay, well, we want to be sure and wear our safety glasses here. And we're just going to take smack on this once or twice. See how it's starting to break it a little here? There's a nice hole in it. Adam shift! Okay, well, we got that all busted up and out of here. And I want you to know that my little joke and in parody is nothing more than Saturday Night Live comedy or the Greg Gutsfield Show. It was not intended to be hatred towards any political party. I know that our media tends to show a lot of negative things towards our president and his administration. I saw a thing on YouTube the other day about these folks that pay good money to go into a rage house, and then they'll have President Trump dummies in there, and they'll take hammers and sledgehammers and break things and kick that dummy around and some stuff like that. And I just think that it's almost unbelievable that our country would actually participate in stuff like that. And I'm not talking about the country itself, but I'm talking about us as citizens of this country. You know, this is a Christian nation. Now, whether you're a Christian or not, that has nothing to do with it. But the whole premise of trying to change our country to something that it is not, that irritates me. If you don't like it, leave. When I was a kid growing up in the 60s, you know, there was bumper stickers everywhere that said, America, love it or leave it. And I get it, you know. You shouldn't be any place that you don't want to be. But don't hinder my lifestyle. So, anyway, I know there's a disclaimer on the beginning of this video, and it was not intended to be any kind of violent act. I just basically wanted to show you how to break up a bathtub, an old cast iron bathtub. And by the way, I took that, I took and loaded it up with some other scrap metal I had, and took it out to junk it, and I got $37.52 out of that. So then I came back here and loaded up some of the debris and stuff that came out of some of the other rooms that we had stacked up, and hauled that off, and that cost me $30, so I had $7 for lunch. So anyway, I digress. Alright, I'm going to get this cleaned up, and we'll show you more as we get this bathroom a little more underway. And I appreciate you watching. Remember to hit that like button, leave us a comment, and all of the folks that are commenting will be eligible for the drawing for a $50 Home Depot card, and I'm going to do that as soon as we reach 100 subscribers. And with that, I appreciate you watching, and you have a great day. Bye. What are you doing? Are you here to help today? Run, Tallulah, run! Hi, baby.